Over the previous weeks, we've been discussing 3 levels of mindfulness. And we've talked about in our mindfulness of breathing, how we train the first 2 specific levels. Okay, so the first level of mindfulness, don't worry, I'm going to say what it is. The first level of mindfulness is the level of remembering what is it I'm doing now. Yeah, so remembering what you're doing now can mean your physical posture, or it could mean what is the breath doing now, maybe coming in and out, or as we previously discussed, maybe your body expanding and deflating. The second level of mindfulness that we're cultivating is concerned with the experience of what you're doing now. So what's the experience of sitting here? What is it?
Sensations.
Yeah, the different sensations. Maybe warmth or coolness. Yeah, maybe pressure, heaviness if you relax. All these different sensations are your experience of sitting here. What's the experience of the breath coming in and out?
Movement.
Movement, yeah.
Hot and cold.
Hot and cold, yeah. Movement, hot and cold, pressure, yeah. These sensations that tell us that we're breathing, yeah. Then we moved on to, in the previous weeks, we moved on to mindfulness of our body as it breathes. So the expanding and deflating of our body. And these have similar sort of sensations. You'll find there's little sensations within that movement, the warmth, the coolness, yeah? You'll feel all those different things as well. So our mindfulness of breathing up to this stage is concerned with developing those first 2 levels of mindfulness. And if you take a look in the instructions, what we do is we do that 3 separate times. First with mindfulness of body, second with mindfulness of in and out breathing, the third in mindfulness of our whole body as it breathes. Yeah, can you see? So today what we do is we move into the 3rd level of mindfulness, which is being aware of or remembering our relationship towards what we're experiencing now. So I'll just recap them. The first one is the effort to remember this is what I'm doing now. I'm just sitting here, just observing this in and out breath, just observing the expansion and deflation of my body. The second level of mindfulness is concerned with remembering your experience of what is happening or what you're doing. And the third level of mindfulness is concerned with remembering your relationship towards that experience. So let's just recap what we've gone over so far in regards to our meditation practice. And we'll go over quite quickly because in the previous weeks, we've discussed this in quite deep detail. Yeah. Okay. The first one, we start out taking our meditation posture, closing our eyes over lightly. Remember, it's helpful to relax your eyelids rather than close them. Just gently over. And you just start to be aware of what it feels like just to be here. Sounds, warmth, coolness, the general feeling of just being in this room. And you put your effort towards remembering to remember, this is what I'm doing now. I'm just sitting here. As you do this, you create your mental posture, a posture of remembering. This posture of remembering is mindfulness. So you create a mental posture of remembering what you're doing and you hold that posture. As your mind settles down, you come into your body and then you move on to that second level of mindfulness. So try that now. See if you can notice the experience of your body as it sits, the warmth, the coolness. Maybe you feel touch of your hands, your feet, the pressure on the chair, on the floor. And you cultivate this second level of mindfulness by sitting quietly for a period of time and just remembering it. As you relax and calm down, you'll start to notice the moving and breathing within your body, the general flow of the breath. Not placing it anywhere, you're just aware of that breath as it comes in and out. You then start to focus on that which tells you when the breath is coming in and that which tells you when the breath is going out. How do you know? Notice there's a knowing what the breath is doing. Remember that knowing. This is again is cultivating that first level of mindfulness. What is the breath doing? Remember what it's doing. Remember when it's coming in. And remember when it's going out. And also wherever there's remembering, there's forgetting. So notice when you forget what the breath is doing. Cultivating this first level of mindfulness on the breath will start to develop some one-pointed concentration. That means you're focusing in on one thing, just this in-breath, just this out-breath. As you calm down further, start to picture the in-breath and the out-breath as one continuous breath. Just one continuous breath that changes direction. No longer noticing the beginning or the ending of the breath, but just observing the continuous breath. As you do this, gently relax, soften, using the softening skills you learned earlier. Any effort or over effort you're applying to staying with the breath. As you do this, you'll start to notice the second level of mindfulness, your experience of your breathing. Maybe coolness as the breath comes in, warmth as it goes out. Maybe you even feel the movement of the breath within your body. You keep following the breath in this way until your mind settles down. And one way to tell is that sounds will become distant, your body will become comfortable, and you'll find your mind will wander off less. This creates a transition point between developing one-pointed concentration or into opening up towards a mindfulness practice, to self-observation. So at this point in MIDL, we make a transition. See if you can do this. Open your awareness to your whole body. No longer observing the breath as it comes in and out, but notice how your body responds to breathing. It's helpful to bring awareness to your upper chest, to your shoulders, your upper back. And just notice the movement of your body as it breathes. Noticing as that breath comes in, your body feels expanding outwards. And as your breath goes out, your body deflates, relaxing inwards. At this stage, you just know when your breath is coming in and when it's going out. Or we could say, knowing when the body is expanding with that in-breath and knowing when your body is deflating with that out-breath. In this way, you're once again cultivating that first level of mindfulness. So we can see those different levels. Yeah. Then as you align with that your awareness with that breath, you start to tune into the sensations of that movement, the actual feeling of it, rather than the idea, my body's expanding, my body's deflating. And as you tune into that experience, you're cultivating the second level of mindfulness. Yeah, wonderful. So you can all open your eyes. Yeah, I know you just want to meditate.
That was nice.
But it was nice. Yeah. Okay. So can you see that we're cultivating or training these different levels of mindfulness, and each one is valid within itself. The first two levels of mindfulness are cultivated first on mindfulness of body. Then they're cultivated on mindfulness of in and out breathing. Then they come back to mindfulness of body, which is more a hybrid, the mindfulness of our body as it breathes, or as our body as it responds to breathing. So really here we've moved from mindfulness of breathing back to mindfulness of body. Now, this transition is important at this stage because to develop self-understanding, if you want to observe your habitual mind, yeah. So I've got lots of mental habits. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. I'm reacting in certain ways in my meditation, in daily life. I get caught up in thoughts and fantasies. Where are you going to observe them? Where do you find, and we've used this one before, where will you find yourself? Where will you find your habits? What do you need to observe your mind responding habitually? What did the Buddha talk about again and again? Yeah, but where? What location?
Now.
But where particular do you turn your attention? The Buddha mentioned this again. The Buddha mentioned this again and again. Somewhere very simple.
Your mind.
But where does the mind interact with? Where's its playing field?
Your body.
Within the field of your six senses. So you'll always find the mind interacting with the six senses. That's where it interacts habitually. You'll find it in seeing, in sights. If your eyes are closed in meditation, you'll see it in visions. Yeah, the interaction with visions. You'll see it in sounds, the mind's interaction with sounds. I like this, I don't like it, I don't care. You'll see it in interaction with smells. If we had incense burning, yeah, or there was a foul smell in the room, I hope there's not now, yeah, then that interaction is also, you can observe the mind's interaction there. It's habitual. In tastes, in sensations in your body, yeah, in thoughts, in memories, in likes, in dislikes within your mind. Those, the Buddha said again and again, we observe those six sense fields. Now remember, when we're developing one pointed concentration on one thing, what is the first thing that starts to shut down? What shuts down through one point of concentration?
The six senses.
The six senses, the field of the six senses. So if you want to observe your mind in its habitual state, if you want to develop understanding of that, if you want to work in a skillful way with those mental habits, the one thing you have to avoid is shutting down your senses. Instead, what you need to do is become more aware of your senses. Like, I mean, really present with sounds, really present with sights, with smells, with tastes, really present with your body, and really present with your mind. Not lowering your awareness of them, but increasing your awareness of them. Do you understand what I mean? At first, when we increase our awareness of our senses, we get mess. You will get mess. You'll get lost in this. You'll get caught up in that. But if you keep increasing that awareness and develop the mindfulness of it, keep focusing on those senses, what will happen? Your awareness will become bigger than that. The senses will become appearances or things that arise within that awareness. Yeah? You'll start to observe the habitual patterns within your mind, habitual patterns of heart. So we use our breathing as a vehicle in this way by changing the way we observe breathing. So we've moved to mindfulness of our body as it breathes. The breath comes in. What does our body do? It expands outwards. Yeah. The breath goes out. What does the body do? It contracts or deflates inwards. This movement, you may feel it in your belly. You may feel it in your whole body. It doesn't matter. You're with that. What you do now is you do what I call borrowing. Because now we're moving into that third level of mindfulness. What is my relationship towards what I'm experiencing? We've cultivated the first two. Hopefully they're established. Hopefully we remember what we're doing now. Yeah. So when your breath comes in, if you align your awareness with the expansion of your body, at the end of that expansion, your awareness goes out. So it will bring your awareness out wide. This will allow you to have a bigger field of view, allow you to observe everything, allow you to observe how you're relating towards what you're experiencing now. You'll notice it. And this is a sort of awareness when we're practicing the meditation practice in daily life. We also want the awareness that expands out. We hold our awareness wide in daily life, not narrow, wide. The habitual mind wants it to be narrow. We learn to hold it wide. Then we notice when the awareness narrows in. We notice when we're reacting. We notice when we're longing for something, we focus in. When we're upset with something, does our awareness go wide or narrow? Oh, narrow. Yeah, it goes narrow, see? So if you learn to hold it wide, you will notice, zoom. It will just go zoom in on this, zoom in on that. Awesome. So this is your training. Breath comes in, you notice. This is what I'm experiencing now. You notice attraction or aversion, and then you borrow the out-breath. This is this week's training. And what that means is keep your awareness on that out-breath. As your body deflates, keep your awareness along the length of that deflation. So in-breath, we open, out-breath, we follow it all the way in towards the heart center. And what do we do with that out-breath? What have we been trained to do in MIDL?
Soften.
This is your job.
Yes.
We soften. We soften, relax our relationship towards what we're experiencing. And you'll find if you align your awareness with that deflation of the out-breath, is it relaxing? Yeah. So you can borrow that relaxation. Feel, allow yourself to feel that relaxation and literally let your shoulders to drop with it. Allow your chest to drop with it. Allow your back. Allow your body to become heavier. Allow yourself to mentally drop. And later on in the training, we're going to look at high-level skills to do that. But this is exactly what we did in MIDL mindfulness training number 4 and 5. We're aware of our body. We fill up, intentionally breathe, and then we intentionally deflate. Here we were controlling the breath. Yeah, in those first two trainings to learn how to relax with that out breath, to soften. We also extend that breath out through the nose, remember? Relaxing with it. But what you're doing now is you're borrowing it. The reason why it's borrowing is you're allowing your body to breathe by itself. We are not controlling our breath at this stage. What you do is you mentally feel your body breathe. And what you do is you abandon, you relax with each out breath. This allows you to open to what you're experiencing. You're doing that training, even if it's not nothing, even if it isn't something special during your seated practice, it doesn't matter. You're doing the training for your daily life, where you learn to open to what you're experiencing and you learn to soften. So see how much you can abandon with each out breath. See how much you can relax mentally, physically with each out breath. See how much you can calm in. Yeah? You can try that now. Just close your eyes. Just relaxing. We're going to go straight to our body breathing. Just aware of your whole body, just sitting here. Relax. Shoulders, chest, upper back. And notice how you start to feel that expansion of your body as the breath comes in, deflation as it goes out. As your body feels and expand out, just be aware of whatever there is to be aware of. Be aware of everything. Not in detail, just in an open field. Like you're walking into a hall and you're viewing the audience in the hall. Start to notice when that breath goes out and your body deflates. It's relaxing. It's calming. Give up all physical and mental effort along the length of each out breath. In this way, we open to what we're experiencing. And we soften, relax, we calm the body, calm the mind on the out breath. You can open your eyes. Can you see what I mean? Is that possible to do? It's pretty simple, isn't it? We didn't have to do all the other stuff beforehand to do that. Yeah? We can learn to just feel that. And this is happening throughout the day too. We can tune into that. It's very calming, very relaxing. Yeah? This is a starting of training the deconditioning skill, the ability to decondition patterns within the mind. When you soften past that point, you soften, relax, the breathing will start to change, become more calm, more gentle. This will start to take us into stillness, the third pillar of MIDL. And what we'll do is we'll start to look at borrowing that breathing at the end of the mindfulness of breathing, and then calming to the stage where awareness calms down and starts to disentangle from experience. And then we go into stillness and just learn to abandon, abandon, abandon. Fantastic. So the training for this week is MIDL mindfulness training number 11. Yeah, you got to listen to Deb this week. Well done. Not yet, well, every week. Yeah, number 11. Yeah, 11 of 52. Yeah, calming. So calming the senses, opening and calming with each out breath. Fantastic. Wonderful. Thank you everyone for coming. Really appreciate it. Take care of yourselves and have a wonderful week, and goodbye. Thank you.